All right, how's everyone doing? I'm Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So what I want to call today's video regarding fitness is go where there's energy. And I'm going to kind of give you a backstory on what I went through regarding me having to find energy when it comes to working out. And I don't just mean finding energy regarding yourself personally. It's about being around energy and being around people that are very energetic, or an environment that really just really sends off a signal of a lot of, I guess you could say, power and a lot of strength and just a lot of, I'm trying to really think of the word here, like momentum when it comes to getting physical and getting in shape. And I'll just kind of go back like 12 years ago. I was working out at a gym for a couple of years, an independent gym downtown Orlando, and I was going there at around 9, 10 o'clock, and it usually was a ghost town. And I was working out by myself for a couple of years, and which I liked. I enjoyed because I sometimes just got exhausted going to the gym. There was so many people there, and I didn't want to fight for equipment or any of that shit. And then I ended up moving to San Diego. And when I went to San Diego, it was insane because I joined a 24-hour fitness that was really quite the opposite. No matter what, it was very busy until it got later at night around 9 o'clock, and that's when I started to go in there. Again, I didn't want to fight everyone. So I kind of went from working out in the mornings at 9 to working out at night at 9 because I just didn't want to be bothered anymore. I felt like I was working out for 25 years at that point, maybe longer. Just kind of burnt out from people and all of that. But then I ended up going on a trip to Edmonton, Canada. And I had to go to West Edmonton Mall, and I had to work out at a Gold's Gym for basically like a month. I went for 2 weeks, took some time off, then had to immediately go back. And I ended up going in there, and no matter what, it was busy when I went in that gym. And when I was going in there, there were all these young guys that were deadlifting, powerlifting. Some were doing all these different types of exercises. And I was basically not forced to deal with them, but I was forced to kind of almost work in and out with them. But what I realized more than anything was the one thing I was missing was that energy component. Like, I missed actually being around a lot of people and energetic people, and I was kind of back to being when I was young, when people were really like kind of kick it in the ass. And I didn't realize the few years that I was working out, I just really missed that. And then when I went back to California, I ended up joining LA Fitness and a Crunch Fitness, and I was a member of 24-Hour Fitness, and I just started to hit all these different types of gyms. And then I was traveling as well, hitting gyms. And I was going, I'm not going to say at the busiest times, but I was going when there was a lot of energy. And the one thing I realized that I loved is I like being around people more than I thought. I think just maybe because I was going through a divorce, that I was aggravated. But for the most part, I gotta say, the one thing I was missing in my workouts at that point in time was somebody to energize me. And if you're having this problem working out where you've kind of hit the wall, and I think a lot of us do hit the wall sometimes, like we don't want to either be bothered with people, we don't want to like just, when we go to a gym at certain times, you can't find parking, you can't get on the equipment, whatever. I get those times, but sometimes if you're falling into a rut, I call it, try to start getting around people. I discuss that all the time, that are working out, doing the things you want to do, or just getting around people in general that can raise the bar as far as you just kind of, getting that going again, because I know it's hard year after year, or actually just week after week, month after month, keeping that energy going. And a lot of times the one thing we're missing, I think, or one component is getting that energy and feeding off other people. It's just not about the environment. I get a lot of times, a lot of environments you think may have all the equipment in the world, blasting the music, but if really no one's in there, or it just kind of dulls down. But if you're in there with a lot of people and they're kicking it in the ass, you're kind of working in and out of your sets with them, you're learning from them, working out with different people, that's just, it becomes more social. And I've been doing videos on this. Maybe the one thing people need is social to keep them working out. Because I get a lot of times we go work out by ourselves, or we had a workout partner, their schedule changed, or they quit on us, and then before you know it, you're stuck by yourself. So I get all those things, but don't underestimate the power of people and the energy they send off, especially in a gym, especially the way they'll inspire you and make you want to go to a gym too. Because a lot of my closest friends I met were in gyms, and I just actually had lunch with all of them, and we were talking a lot about working out and stuff. And I said, I miss the days when we all worked out together and how we all used to hang out in all these different gyms. And I'm going back to the 80s and even 90s. And I just wanted to say that. And I'm telling you, if you need a boost in energy, sometimes it's not just by the supplements you're taking. It's not just by joining a new gym. It's the people you're surrounding yourself by, regardless if you know them or not. It's just being around people that are full of energy in life is just going to give you more energy in life, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you get a chance, check out my podcast, The Rich Celenza Show. WTF are you talking about? I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, a bunch of other places. So you can check me out there as well. What else do I got? I think that's it. I'm going to be posting a lot of new videos coming up on a cruise I'm going to be going on. So I'm going to be doing a lot of fitness things related there as well. But if you're traveling, safe travels. And that's all I got for you. Take care.